What if history's greatest figures could speak again? With AI, the past comes to life. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more.
Julius Caesar, 144 BC, was a Roman general, statesman, and dictator who expanded the Roman Republic through conquests. His military brilliance and political reforms strengthened Rome, but his growing power led to his assassination on March 15, 44 BC. Betrayed by senators, including Brutus, his death marked the end of the Republic. Leonardo da Vinci, 1452–1519, was an Italian polymath artist and inventor known for masterpieces like the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. His studies in anatomy, engineering, and flight were centuries ahead of his time. A true Renaissance genius, he blended art and science seamlessly. Leonardo died on May 2, 1519, leaving a legacy of innovation, creativity, and groundbreaking discoveries that continue to inspire the world. The Wright brothers, Orville, 1871–1948, and Wilbur, 1867–1912, were American inventors who pioneered powered flight. In 1903, they achieved the first successful controlled flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Their invention of the airplane revolutionized transportation and the world. Wilbur passed away in 1912, and Orville continued advancing aviation until his death in 1948, leaving a lasting legacy in aviation history. Winston Churchill, 1874–1965, was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom during World War II, known for his leadership, speeches, and determination in rallying Britain against Nazi Germany. He also served as a military officer, writer, and statesman. Churchill died on January 24, 1965, leaving a legacy of courage, resilience, and political influence during times of crisis. William Shakespeare, 1564–1616, was an English playwright, poet, and actor, widely regarded as one of the greatest writers in the English language. His works, including Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, and Macbeth, continue to influence literature and theater today. Shakespeare died on April 23, 1616, leaving a lasting legacy in drama, poetry, and storytelling. Queen Victoria, 1819–1901, was the British monarch from 1837 until her death in 1901. Her reign, known as the Victorian era, saw vast changes in industry, culture, and the British Empire's expansion. She became a symbol of British values and moral standards. Victoria died on January 22, 1901, leaving a legacy of empire, progress, and societal transformation. Joseph Stalin, 1878–1953, was the leader of the Soviet Union from 1924 to 1953. He industrialized the USSR, led it through World War II, and expanded its global influence. His rule was marked by purges, repression, and millions of deaths. Stalin died on March 5, 1953, leaving a legacy of power, fear, and transformation. Martin Luther King Jr., 1929–1968, was a civil rights leader who fought for racial equality through nonviolent protest. He led the Montgomery bus boycott, delivered the iconic I Have a Dream speech, and won the Nobel Peace Prize. His activism led to major civil rights reforms. King was assassinated on April 4, 1968, leaving a legacy of justice, peace, and the fight for equality. Napoleon Bonaparte, 1769–1821, was a French military leader who became Emperor of France. He expanded his empire across Europe through brilliant warfare, but was ultimately defeated at Waterloo in 1815. Exiled twice, he died on May 5, 1821, on St. Helena. His legacy shaped modern military strategy, law, and governance. Robert E. Lee, 1807–1870, was a Confederate general during the American Civil War, known for his leadership in battles like Gettysburg. Despite his military skill, he fought to preserve slavery and the South's way of life. After the war, he became an advocate for reconciliation. Lee died on October 12, 1870, leaving a controversial legacy tied to the Confederacy and the Civil War. Susan B. Anthony, 1820–1906, was a leading American suffragist and women's rights activist. She played a pivotal role in the women's suffrage movement, advocating for women's right to vote and equality. Anthony was arrested for voting in the 1872 election. She died before the 19th Amendment was passed, but her legacy paved the way for women's political empowerment and equality. Theodore Roosevelt, 1858–1919, was the 26th U.S. president, known for his progressive policies, conservation efforts, and leadership during the Spanish-American War. He expanded national parks, negotiated the end of the Russo-Japanese War, and became a symbol of bold leadership. Roosevelt died on January 6, 1919, leaving a legacy of reform, environmentalism, and global diplomacy.